Hi everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So today is just a quick get ready with me because we have a doctor's appointment for my daughter in like an hour. So I have to hurry and get ready because it's like half an hour away. So I'm going to talk about the makeup and stuff, talk a little bit about what we're doing today and just kind of go from there. So I'm going to start, I haven't even moisturized yet because of course I'm in a rush. So I'm going to start with a serum. This is like kind of what I always do. I'm not going to talk about these so much because they're just samples, so they don't really... I haven't like purchased any expensive serums or anything that I just always like get these samples when I place my Sephora orders. So I always start with a serum and I gently massage it into my skin. And then I take my eye primer. So this is like a cheap sample again. And I pop a little bit underneath my eye. I don't put it on the eyelid, even though I kind of want to, because that's also tender eye skin, but I just keep it underneath. I kind of tap it in. And then I take my moisturizer. And I put this all over my face as well. And I also try to put some on my neck if I can. I feel like a lot of times the neck skin gets neglected. So stuff like eyebrows and stuff, I'm not going to concentrate on that so much. And mascara, I won't be doing lashes today. But anyway, so I am going to be doing a look with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self Glam palette. I did a look before and I erased it by accident. The same thing that happened with my Deceased palette by Jeffree Star. So I'm not too happy with that. But yeah, okay. So I'm only using brushes today. I'm not using a blender, like a sponge. So I'm going to start with my Tatcha The Liquid Silk Canvas for primer. I'll just use my fingers to apply this. Put it all over my face. I really like this and it has like a really nice refreshing smell. Okay, so now that my face is primed, I'm going to use my Tarte Foundcealer in 35G Medium Golden. This is like my favorite color right now. And I've been loving my F50 Dual Fiber Brush by Sigma to apply my foundation. And I just use it so it looks kind of messy at first and you can see the streaks. But after it blends in, it's like a nice light layer. It only looks really weird like this because my face is already so moisturized. So I find that if I don't use a sponge, like if I use a large brush like this, my foundation blends out so much quicker. So that's what I do usually when I'm in a rush. And this foundation wears really nice throughout the day as well. Yeah, so with my color corrector, it's Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer in Peach. I always color correct my under eye circles and my spots because they're all so dark. Especially my under eye circles. And then I've been using my P84 Precision Angled Brush to blend my concealer out. I'm starting to love this brush like a lot. It's going to be my new favorite concealer brush. So I don't really want to blend this product out too much. So I'm just going to kind of keep it where I need the product. But I want to blend it out a bit so it dries down. And then I can put the concealer color on top of it. Okay, so I'm using the same product just in C14 now. And I'm putting on quite a lot today because I really want my under eyes to be nice and bright. I don't really know why I highlighted it here in my nose because I really wanted to bronze today, but it's just become habit because it's what I've been doing lately. So let's blend this out. I have been bringing this up onto the lid even though I use an eye primer still, but my eyeshadow hasn't really been creasing that bad, so I haven't really been too concerned with it. I'm just going to use my foundation brush to blend out this whole area down here. And then use this to really blend underneath the eye. But my dark under eye circles are like pretty non-existent right now, so I love that. Okay, so I'm going to quickly set now. I've been using this new brush. It's the F35, the new one I got, so it looks so nice. If you're interested, I will link my Sigma haul. And I've been using my Laura Mercier loose translucent powder. I love this stuff. I'm probably going to have to get a large one now that I've like discovered it and I love it so much. But I don't use a whole lot of powder, just like the teensiest little bit. Not even enough to really show up on my brush. And I just set the areas that would tend to crease a lot on me. And that is it. Okay, so I'm going to do an all over bronze now with my Marc Jacobs. This is the Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan in 104 Tan-Tastic. And I'm going to use my F30 for this today. Okay, for blush, I'm using my Milani Baked Blush in 05 Luminoso. And I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows off camera, but right before I do, I'm just going to give my face a quick spritz with my MAC Fix Plus. And now we're going to do eyebrows. I'll be right back. Okay, so all I used for my eyebrows was my Urban Decay Brow Blade in Cool Cookie, which I love. It's like my absolute favorite brow product right now. And not even because of like the little liquid tip on the end. It's actually because of the formula of the pencil. It goes on so smoothly and it lasts forever. And on top of that, I just put my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel in medium brown on top just to kind of set everything in place. And actually, I'm really happy with the way my brows turned out today. Okay. I've just been kind of like putting everything away as I'm going here. So I'm going to put my Sigma eyeshadow base primer in Ignite on my lids. I love this stuff. Oh, and you can see my lids are already creasing, so hopefully, probably putting foundation and concealer on there wasn't the best idea today, Sandra. So I'm going to blend this out today with my P82 Round Precision. I think just doing mascara today is going to save me some time, because lashes always take just that extra bit longer, especially like when you're rushing. Things never really seem to go your way. So I don't want to make a mess of my eyes today after I've done like a nice shadow. Plus I still have to feed my daughter before we go. So I really truly am in a rush. Okay, so here is the palette. It's so pretty. Mine's still clean. But you can see I have, whoops, there goes the brush. I have used it because I did do a look with it previously, so it's kind of unfortunate. But I'm going to start in the crease. It's such a shame because I dirtied all my brushes. I'm going to use an E25 because my E35s are all dirty. I'm going to start with burnt orange in the crease. Tap off the brush. I'm going to bring this quite a bit higher than I normally would. Well, not normally would. Unlike other people's eyes, I have really deep eye sockets. And so like I've said this before, I have to bring the shadow up a little bit higher. I can't just put it in the crease because otherwise you can't see my crease color in the crease. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like this palette is like a much loved palette by everybody, and I love how these blend out. Like they blend out so nicely. And there's something to be said, like this palette isn't even that expensive. I mean, it's only like $55, but I've never tried like really Natasha Denona palette or Pat McGrath or Viseart. I've never tried any of those expensive ones, but they do say the more money you spend on like those higher end ones, generally the better the formula is, and they just go on so buttery smooth where you think, oh, eyeshadow was just eyeshadow, but it's actually not true, you guys. It's kind of like skincare. The more money you spend, the exception being Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, because they're generally like the same price as like your average palette, high-end palette, I guess. Okay, I'm actually going to go in with Mulberry now, just to deepen up the outside of the crease. This is going to be a different look than I've done before because I never used that color. But yeah, so anyway, today we're going to my daughter's doctor's appointment, which is in St. Albert, so it's about like 20 minutes to half an hour away from here. So usually by the time we get out the door, it takes about half an hour. And so that's all good. And then after we might go get ice cream because Connor's always like, let's go get ice cream. And yesterday we were listening for the ice cream truck, but he didn't come like by our house because usually he does. And this time he didn't. So my son was a little disappointed. It's like not a summer until you chase after the ice cream truck, right? But yeah. Sorry guys, the reason I'm talking quiet is because my daughter's in this room sleeping here, so I just want her to stay sleeping until I'm done my makeup, and then I'm going to feed her, and then we're going to go. So that's as dark as I'm going to go on my outer corner here, and I think I'll just quickly line. I'm just blending a little bit up here with the orange soda, and I think I'm going to line the lower lash line with a nice color, and then put like a sparkly pop of color on the lid. I don't even know if I have a clean pencil brush, so I'm going to use my smudge brush, E21. I'm going to line my lower lash line with burnt orange. Probably going to go into the sparkle color anyway, so I don't really know why I'm using, burnt orange, but. Okay, and then I really like, I like sultry and rose pink. I'm just going to use rose pink on the lid. So I usually don't do, I usually use my finger, but I'm going to just go in with a brush. I'm using my E58. Spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. Go in with rose pink. I like glistening too, but rose pink is so pretty. This is such a nice neutral everyday palette. I'm like so late on the train for this palette, you guys. And I don't know why, but I've really been loving my neutrals lately. Like my last look that I did, well, I guess my last look was the Sigma Cor de Rosa palette, but the one before that was the Deceased by Jeffree Star. And pretty much both of those were like neutral. So I'm just going to use the same brush and pop some of this on the lower lash line as well. Okay, I'm using my Mary Lou highlighter palette, and I'm just going to use my F03 highlighter brush that I got from Sigma and highlight my cheekbone just a little bit, my nose. And I'm going to use this as well to do my inner corner and my brow. So I use a pencil brush for that. I love Mary Lou to do the inner corner, just so bright and pretty. A little bit underneath the eyebrow. And voila. Oh, I love this palette. It's so pretty. Alright, for lip gloss, I am going to use my Prismatic Peach by Milani. Keep it full. I've been loving these lately. This is 03. Kind of goes with the eye look, I guess. I'm really big into like clear glosses as opposed to lipstick, because on lipstick you always have to reapply or check it, and it's just kind of bother. I'm going to use my Total Temptation Maybelline mascara, and once I get this done, I will come back and show you guys the completed look. So you guys, that is the completed look. I know this was really fast and quick, but it's my first look using the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, I'd love if you join my channel and help support me. That would be so, so great. And last but not least, don't forget to click the little bell notification so you'll be notified the next time I upload. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.